Namaste and welcome to a short upper back relieving yoga class. We'll begin today seated on your bum. You may want to move your booty flesh off to the side so you can find your sit bones. Plant both of your feet onto the floor. Hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Take a deep inhale, lift your chest up, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, curl your head down towards your knees. Curl yourself into a tight little ball. Breathe deeply into the stretch you may feel along the back side of your body. Take one more deep breath in. Complete exhale. Inhale, bring your chin back up to center, lift your heart up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, gently release your legs. You could roll over your knees to tabletop. Stack your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingers wide and ground down through the entirety of your palms and each finger pad. Turn your elbow creases forward. Tone your tummy. Lengthen your spine. From this length, inhale, drop your belly, bring your head up, bring your tailbone up, cow pose. Exhale, push into your palms, tuck around your spine, pull your navel up and in, cat pose. Inhale, lengthen your spine, bring your rib cage away from your pelvis, open your heart, open your throat. Exhale, push, tug around your spine, pull your rib cage back towards your pelvis, pull your navel up strongly. Inhale, lengthen your spine for as long as you take breath into your body, relax your face. Exhale, push, tug around your spine for as long as you'd squeeze air out of your body. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, ground down through your left palm. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Hold as you exhale, push through your bottom left hand. Breathe in, reach and stretch through your right fingertips. Look up at your right thumb so your whole spine twists like a spiral staircase. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm underneath left, right ear and shoulder to your mat. Option to stay here if this feels like a lot. Or if you'd like a little bit more, you could begin to tiptoe your left fingertips up to the top corner of your mat. Breathe here. Option to stay here, or if you'd like a little more, you could wrap your left arm up and around to grab your outer right hip in a bind. Breathe here. You could stay here. If you still want more, you could press through the back of your right arm down into the floor to spiral your heart more open to the sky. Wherever you are, with each inhale, feel the length of your spine. Each exhale, feel the depth of your twist. Inhale for length. Exhale for depth. Just one more breath in. Complete exhale, place your left hand back by your nose if it's not there already. Ground down through your left palm. Inhale, reach your right arm up high to the sky. Look up at your thumb. Hold as you exhale, push through your left hand. Breathe in, reach and stretch through your right fingertips. Exhale, tabletop. Right hand back down to the floor. Ground down through your right palm. Inhale, reach your left arm up high to the sky. Hold as you exhale, push through your bottom right hand. Breathe in, lengthen, stretch through your left fingertips. Look up at your thumb. Exhale, thread the needle, left arm underneath right, left ear and shoulder to the mat. Option to stay here if this feels like a lot. Or if you'd like a little more, you could tiptoe your right fingertips to the top corner of your mat. Option to stay here. If you'd like a little bit more, you could wrap your right arm up and around to grab your outer left hip in a bind. Breathe. If you still want more, you could press the back of your left arm down into the floor to spiral your heart even more open to the sky. Wherever you are with each inhale, feel the length of your spine. Each exhale, feel the depth of your twist. Inhale for length. Exhale for depth. Just one more breath in. Exhale, place your right hand back by your nose if it's not there already. Ground down through your right palm. Inhale, reach your left arm up high to the sky. Hold as you exhale, push through your right hand. Breathe in, reach and stretch through your left fingertips. Exhale, tabletop. Take a breath in. Let a breath go. Come to standing on your knees. So your knees are hip distance apart. Keep your hips over your knees throughout this entire exercise. Set up for Ustrasana, the camel pose. If you feel confident in your back bends, you could leave your toes untucked. Otherwise, I recommend you tuck your toes for additional support. As with any posture, you never want to force this beyond what your body is capable of today. So just take this as far as you could go comfortably. Additionally, if you need a little extra cushion from the knees, if this doesn't feel good on your knees, you could just roll your yoga mat up a couple of times so it doesn't feel uncomfortable on the knees. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your glutes and your thighs strongly engaged throughout this exercise. Wrap your arms around and place your hands on your low back to your glutes for support. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your heart up. Pull your low ribs in. Make a double chin with your neck. Gaze down your nose. Take the back of your head back and breathe. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your heart up. Pull your low ribs in. Gaze down your nose. Take the back of your head back and breathe. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your heart up. Pull your low ribs in. Gaze down your nose. Take the back of your head back and breathe. If you feel comfortable, you could reach back and grab for your heels, but do not force this. Only if you can grab your heels, then you can relax your head back and open your throat to the sky. Otherwise, keep yourself right where you are and continue to cycle through those same cues. Breathe deeply here for 3 to 5 deep breaths. Whenever you've had enough, you could use a strong inhale to bring yourself out of the pose. And exhale, sit in Vajrasana on top of your heels. Take your time. There's no rush. If seated in Vajrasana on top of your heels doesn't feel good, of course you could pick a different seat. If you're still in camel pose, on your next breath in, gently bring yourself out. Exhale, sit in Vajrasana for 1 to 2 deep breaths with a neutral spine. Then if you'd like a deeper counter posture, come to embryo pose. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Place your hands, palms face up by your feet. Relax your shoulders. If you'd like, you can gently rock your head side to side and massage out your third eye. Breathe here. If you'd like a little bit more, you could grab onto your heels. Bring the crown of your head as close to your knees as you can. So your eyebrows are as close to your knees as you can. Grab onto your ankles. On your inhale, lift your hips up to the sky for Sasangasana, the rabbit pose. Drop your shoulders down your back. Breathe deeply here. 3 to 5 deep breaths. Whenever you've had enough, you may return to embryo pose. If you're still in the rabbit pose, gently make your way back to embryo pose on your next breath. We'll come out of embryo pose very gently. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your chin to your chest. We'll recoil your spine one vertebrae at a time. Your head and neck will be the last to come up. Press through your hands. Press your torso on top of your hips. Your chest on top of your torso. Shoulders on top of your chest. Very last, bring your head and neck up. Take a deep inhale. Let the complete exhale go. I hope your back feels a little bit better now. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.